grew up in a world where the idea of greatness often seemed distant, reserved for those who graced the covers of magazines or commanded stages. For a long time, I believed that my potential was ordinary, that I was destined for a life of small, safe dreams. It wasn't that I lacked ambition, but I doubted whether someone like me, an African-American woman from a humble upbringing, could ever claim the word greatness as her own. The first glimmer of my inner potential came during an ordinary day. I was at the local community center, volunteering to mentor young girls. One of them, her big brown eyes filled with hope and curiosity, asked me, "How did you know you were special?" Her question caught me off guard. I didn't see myself as special, just someone trying to make a difference in small ways. But as I looked into her expectant face, I realized that my words, my actions, and my presence had already begun to shape her belief in herself. That moment planted a seed in my heart, urging me to explore what it truly meant to recognize greatness within myself. It's not easy to face your own doubts. I struggled with the fear of appearing arrogant or boastful. But the more I leaned into the idea, the more I realized that recognizing your own greatness is not about ego. It's about understanding the unique light you bring to the world. It's about honoring the gifts you've been given, not hiding them. That understanding began to reshape my life. I started to look back at the seemingly insignificant moments that had shaped me. There was the time I spent countless nights working on a project for my neighborhood, not for recognition, but because I believed in making the community better. There were the evenings I stayed up to comfort a friend in need, the times I encouraged my son to dream beyond what he thought possible. Each of these acts was a thread in a tapestry of greatness, woven not from grand achievements, but from everyday kindness, determination, and love. The turning point came when I decided to share my journey with others. I began speaking to small groups, sharing stories of resilience, perseverance, and hope. At first, I hesitated to call these gatherings motivational talks because I didn't feel qualified to inspire anyone. But the responses I received told a different story. People came up to me afterward, tears in their eyes, saying my words had touched their hearts. They saw in me what I had been reluctant to see in myself, a reflection of their own potential. As I continued this work, I discovered that recognizing greatness isn't a solitary journey. It's a process of connecting with others, of celebrating the greatness in them. 2. I saw how my story resonated with people from all walks of life, proving that our struggles and triumphs are more similar than we realize. I learned to embrace vulnerability, sharing not just my successes, but my fears and failures. This openness created a space where others felt safe to explore their own worth. One of the most profound lessons I've learned is that greatness is not confined to monumental acts. It lives in the small, consistent choices we make every day. It's in showing up for your family, even when you're exhausted. It's in pursuing your dreams despite the odds. It's in choosing kindness over anger, hope over despair. Recognizing greatness within yourself means embracing these moments, understanding that they are the building blocks of a life well lived. Through this journey, I've come to see that greatness is not about perfection. It's about growth. It's about striving to be better today than you were yesterday and encouraging others to do the same. I've learned to celebrate my accomplishments without comparing them to others. I've learned that it's okay to take up space, to let my light shine, because doing so inspires others to do the same. As I reflect on where I started and where I am now, I'm filled with gratitude. Gratitude for the struggles that taught me resilience, for the people who believed in me when I didn't believe in myself, and for the opportunity to touch lives in ways I never imagined. I've learned that greatness is not something you earn, it's something you uncover. It's already within you, waiting to be recognized and nurtured. Today, I continue to share my story, not because I've reached some ultimate destination, but because the journey itself is a testament to the power of believing in your own worth. I tell people that recognizing your greatness is not about arrogance, it's about responsibility. It's about using your gifts to uplift others, to make the world a better place. If there's one thing I want others to take away from my journey, it's this. You don't have to wait for a special moment or a grand achievement to recognize your greatness. It's already there, in the way you love, in the way you persevere, in the way you dream. Honor it. Nurture it.
Share it.
Because when you recognize the greatness within yourself, you give others permission to do the same.